a rough game, but no, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to go explore the city, meet all the guys, and see all the fans on game days. I'm looking forward to it.
From an on-field perspective, how have the first few days been? Preseason, getting to know coaches, other players, and how do you feel like you kind of fit in with the group?
Yeah, it's been really exciting. Always good to be back after a couple months. I think the energy is really good, the camaraderie, the culture of the team, and all the guys. They're really nice. So I'm really looking forward to the season.
Where do you see yourself being able to contribute the most, whether it be positionally or kind of your role in general?
Yeah, positionally, I'd say playing either side as a 10, and then winger as well. Running in behind, always threatening the back line of the opposing team, and yeah, just trying to create goals, score goals.
What's trying to think of the right word for this because I don't want to misrepresent it too much. But what's kind of the vibe of this club of RSL from the Eastern Conference, Atlanta? I think you had a little bit of time in your career of Columbus as well, so you've been kind of up and down the East. What's sort of the brand, I guess, is the official word, but not really brand. Like, what's kind of their perception of RSL?
For me, from my perspective, playing and watching games, the one thing that really stood out to me was just how the guys just battle. They're all warriors. They fight for each other. No one's pointing fingers. Through ups and downs, it just looks like they're together. And yeah, playing here previously last year, nothing was easy. No play, no tackle was easy. So that was something that I was really happy to be a part of, and look forward to kind of bring my energy as well.
Sure, for sure. What's Pablo's reputation, kind of along the same line?
Yeah, I'd say just a grinder. He's still got that dog in him, so he wants his players to kind of show their personality of what he still has inside of him. Yeah.
What about the fan base, the community, how this club has kind of, I guess, grown over the 20 years?
Yeah, I remember watching some games last year with the stadium full. The atmosphere was great. So I haven't been in the West too much, but I really look forward to meeting fans and continuing to see that energy.
Does your dad have any words of advice for you making this change?
Not much. We've talked about it. He thinks it's a good fit for me.
Yeah.
I'll get opportunity, and I know there's young guys that also have gotten opportunities. Emeka and Diego, for example, now both, in January camp. So it just shows that there's a process here, and if you put your head down, you work, go in every day, and grind, there can be some good things ahead.
When we say CONCACAF Champions Cup, what does that mean to you, that opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's another tournament to showcase yourself, showcase the club, the city. Yeah, great opportunity. Those are always fun games. Going down there, it's always a grind, and yeah, I look forward to it.
You're mostly a Georgia boy. Spent most of your career with Atlanta and everything, but you did have a seemingly random, in some ways to me, loan about a year or so ago over to Beverin. Played a couple of games over there. Shared ownership with RSL, by the way. Not that means a whole lot probably to you. What did you learn about yourself though when you went and kind of played over there for a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I think for me that was a huge growth kind of period of time for me. Maybe not so much the soccer, but just as a person, learning new cultures, having to interact with different people. It's always good. I think having different perspective on different places is big, not just for me now, but for the future.
Do you feel like being able to grow in that way, because you've grown up, literally your whole life because of your dad and everything, you've grown up in soccer, but do you feel like growing up kind of in a non-soccer way from there helped you on the pitch?
I think so. When I came back, I had a pretty good season, so a solid season. I don't know if it correlates, but
Sure.
maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I just know there'll be life lessons that I take from there.
Was Beverin more of like a immersive experience than MLS?
I think so, yeah. It's just different. Not in a good way or a bad way. It's
Yeah.
just, it's unique. It's got its own vibe, and yeah.
Is that something that you'd be interested in again playing in Europe?
For sure. If the opportunity is there, and then yeah, for sure.
And then you mentioned Diego and Emeka with in January camp. Obviously, everybody wants to play for the national team at some point. Is that something that you see in your future, and kind of what are some steps maybe you could take to reach that goal?
Yeah, definitely. For many guys, it's a goal. It is getting tougher and tougher. There's a lot of talent in this country and abroad. But yeah, I think it starts with going in day by day. And we were talking with it as a team. Pablo mentioned it, that they're there because of the team and the team success. So I think that's something good to look at, and